Hello and welcome to another episode of Music and Words Unite. I am your co-host Troy, and with me I have my friend and co-host Mark. How you doing, Mark?
Glad to be here.
And today we are going to be reacting to a live version of Manners and Black Hole from the Band Maid. Now, Mark and I recently did an album review of Unseen World by the Band Maid. It's one of so we're not the best reactors, so go with us here. All right. We're a little confused, to be honest with you. We were just talking about this behind the scenes. Like, I'm a little confused of whether people want us to pause it or not, or just talk over the music or not say anything, and then I don't see how that's interesting. So either way, though, we're going to do our best, is what we're saying. All right. And yeah, so far, folks, this is our journey, our deep dive into discovering Band Maid. And so far, it's been a really enjoyable experience, and we're just getting started. All right. So, all right, Mark. Well, are you ready? All right. Let's see what we got. All right, Mark, what do you think so far? Here's the problem. I wanted to talk, but then I was like, I'm really liking what I'm hearing, so I don't want so I don't want to
Yeah,
interrupt it. You know what I
exactly.
mean? So, all right, Mark, what do you think so far?
Great. I mean, it sounds really good. I think they're like we've talked about in the videos. They're just their instrumentation is basically flawless at this point, and
Oh yeah,
the
oh
sound
yeah.
of their instruments are just phenomenal too. I mean,
One of the things that really impressed me about this band, besides how well they all perform their instruments, is the singer, right? And I'm learning all their names, trying to pronounce everything correctly. I believe her name is Saki. Psyche? Is that how you say it?
Psyche.
Psyche.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, she sounds. I mean, I don't know how much post production goes on these live videos, but I mean, she sounds fantastic, right? She
Hmm.
sounds really good. She sounds pretty much just like the album. The background vocals are very impressive. I love the harmonies, and I heard that on the album. But you know what's interesting about the album version of this song is, for those who know much about mixing and mastering on when it comes to producing a record, the mastering on Unseen World is very, very hot. And what I mean by that is the compression. There's a lot of compression, and basically what that means is it brings up all the levels of the instruments and the vocals pretty tight together, so it doesn't sound like there's a lot of room to breathe. One of the things about this live version is it's not mixed and mastered like that. And so when you hear it live, you get to hear kind of more things than you even hear on the record because of how the mastering is done and the compression works. So I never really took notice to the background vocals as much as I did just hearing that in the first verse, right? And yeah, so far, great. And the bass playing again, the bass cuts through the mix. Whoever's mixing this, by the way, is doing a fantastic job. Shout out to the engineer who's mixing this. But the bass really cuts through the mix, and that last thing I'll say is the chorus is so catchy. In fact, I was pretty much singing the chorus before it happened already. So
Hmm.
yeah, so that's what I got to say about that. Anything else, Mark? Before I keep going?
I just can't stress how much I love that Konami plays a Paul Reed Smith. It's
Yeah,
just so good.
yeah, and the drums sound great too. I mean,
Everything sounds great.
yeah, I mean, not only is the musicianship great, but the production is very good too. It's kind of
Hmm.
got best of both worlds going on. So,
Sure.
and their look, they all have these outfits on. They're all like, they look like theatrical in their own maid outfits, right? So it's
Mm.
they got it all going on. Is what I'm saying. The whole package of what it means to be a great performing band, right? So, all right, so let's keep going.
You must come back. Go to dancing well. I don't feel like ever, forever. Oh, 100分いけにしかる翼を広げて広げたジャンプ。Beginning, you count, progress, collect. Evolution keeps our irregular flavor. Oh, we're challenging. Getting kind of back. Look back, thinking you're happy. Moreover, 高めてくんだ。奇跡描くまで never ending. Yeah, 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 yeah.
There's the PRS mark. There it is.
She didn't have her own signature model at this point. Though.
Evolution 予想を超えて flavor. Oh, we're challenging. 限界突破。早試行錯誤で伝わば命を燃やせ。奇跡描くまで never ending. 世界に向かいもっと歌って Take over the world. 学び倒せ。しかも先へ続き届いて Take over the world. Never ending dream. Make sense 轟かすんだ世界掴むまで never ending.
It's such a cool little part too. It's like a little R&B vibe, kind of out of nowhere at the end. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, Mark. Well, that was the first song. That was Manners. Yeah, what'd you think of the live performance?
Pretty tight. Pretty tight.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, normally, like people are really good at they're really good at the instrument, right? But these ladies are not only good at their instruments, but they sing well. They write well. Yeah. And what's funny, Mark, is I've heard this song maybe 5 times when we listened to the album, and seeing it live kind of brought it. I mean, I liked it on the album, but it made me like it more, to be honest with you. Seeing it live, seeing them perform it, and hearing the background vocals more clear, I think it helped. And just watching them perform it, it's very enjoyable.
Sure.
All right, yeah, nice little single too, like a radio song, very radio friendly single. Anybody can sing along to, even if you don't even know all the lyrics, right? Because it's some of it is in Japanese, some of it's in English, but the melody is so strong you could just sing along to it. So. All right, cool, Mark. Well, the next song is Black Hole, which, if I remember correctly, Mark, was one of our favorites. We had a lot of favorites on the album, but this one stood out because it was like really fast thrash metal. And I was curious to how they would perform this live. So
Probably flawlessly, if I had to guess.
probably. I don't know. I'd be surprised if they did it. But all right, let's see what it sounds like.
This is the one I call the black hole, you know?
comes the slap bass part.
Yep.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, man, Misa kind of steals the show.
All right, I got to pause it here real quick because I'd like to talk about it, what I'm hearing. They are playing it seemingly flawlessly, as you, as you mentioned. Doesn't surprise me. But man, the bass playing, it just...
Yeah, she steals the show, man.
yeah. I mean, it's hard to steal the show. They're all doing so well. But
I know. That's
Yeah,
why it's even more insane.
I know. It's like, man, slap bass in a thrash metal song. It's very cool. I never would put it together, but it works. It works. Any thoughts before we keep going?
I'm usually like a album guy when it comes to songs, but this version I think I like more than the album version. This album, this
Wow.
version,
Okay.
this version's been awesome so far. Let me watch the rest of it before
Okay.
I make it.
All right. Let's keep going.
I mean, that version I think kills the album version. That was awesome, man.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Just so much energy, like,
Yeah.
and like just yeah. Even like live, they're so tight, man. It's just like if they're gonna be tight both ways, I'll take the live version just because like it's just so much energy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ton of energy. Ton of also they're very nonchalant about it. I noticed that, like, what I mean is it looks effortless when they play, you know? It probably makes them play well, is what I'm saying, to be that relaxed instead of uptight. You know, sometimes when you play fast, you have a natural tendency to be really tight when you play, and they don't play like that at all. They're playing very fluid, smooth, relaxed. So loved it.
Sure.
Loved this version. I thought it was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Mark, any last thoughts about this video?
No, I mean, people have been asking for this for a long time, and I mean, glad we got to experience that because that was hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Well, that's a big hell yeah from us. For what it's worth, we really enjoyed it. Keep sending your requests. We do have more album reviews coming. As you know, that's a format that we like, and we get to be honest with you, if we didn't do the album review, we probably wouldn't have enjoyed this as much. I'm going to be really honest because I knew the songs already. So because I know them already, I'm really excited to see them live. You know, like these songs, what's the difference and how they're going to pull it off? And oh, wow, I can hear the background vocals more and stuff like that. So yeah, so we're going to do more album reviews coming up over the summer for sure. So look out for that. And of course, more reaction videos as well. All right.
Mhm.
All right. Well, if you like this video, give us a like. We'd love that. If you want to comment about these songs, about anything, please feel free to comment. We love hearing from you. You know, the Band Maid community has been really great at commenting for sure and subscribing. You know, they've really helped us subscriber base, and we really, really appreciate that. So yeah. Anything you want to request, we'll try to do it. Obviously, we got a lot of requests. We only record a couple times a week, but we'll do our best. What we're saying, and yeah, until next time, Mark.
See you guys later.
See you later.